the last lore dump with Cohh was also like, I feel like a couple things said in that could not only impact the expansion, but like the entire game, which is really cool. Like he said something. My gears are still turning after that cutscene, and it was like what, an hour ago, half an hour ago. I have to poke Miniphilia. That's great. But yeah, it like that was that cut. I feel like that cutscene was really, really, really big. There we go. Yes, the coggers are turning. What was the scene? It was the scene where Cohh basically talks about how the Ascians are the civilization before the world split, and how Hydaelyn and Zodiark are basically primals. They were like the first primals, and that Hydaelyn was actually the one that split the worlds, and now is wanting to prevent them from rejoining, and how we might just be it was inferred that we just may be tempered by Hydaelyn, which is a really interesting thing to think about. Like there were so many reveals in that cutscene. It's kind of like it's literally changed the entire playing field of the game. In one cutscene, they managed to change like 200 plus hours of perspective. It was kind of huge. Yeah, kind of huge. But what are you doing here? Well, apparently poking you. Ingrid. It's my fault, I jumped at the chance to help Lena, but I was careless, and now it's my fault. Make up for it by being there for him. Yeah, the Doomatory, I'm the same way. Like, I'm rethinking the entire, like, that cutscene has made me question, like, tons of things we've already done. Like, what was we were told we were doing it for one reason, but what was Hydaelyn's perspective on having us do it? Yeah, it's completely like, yeah. Okay, we gotta help her find some herb. And I feel like you're pretty young. You really think you need herb at this age? I feel like we're not dadding her very well right now. Plant of soft leaves and smells strongly medicinal. Cool. Remotely sensed. To be fair, that's a relatively benign action that your mind took to there. So whose fault is that really, big guy? Nice try. Nice try. This place looks gorgeous at night. Not only is it gorgeous at night, but the music is really... The music is fantastic. To be fair, it was the Ascians who were telling everyone how to summon primals willy-nilly. Yeah, but I mean, the whole perspective of the Ascians and what they're doing has also been thrown completely into, like... There's many different threads of thinking that have now come up. So if the Ascians' world has been destroyed and they're just trying to bring their world basically back into existence, then they're going around creating chaos and primals to try to force the rejoining, basically so they can just go home. In their mind, Hydaelyn is a huge evil for destroying their person and causing the schism in the first place. So at that point, like, if you kind of hold a perspective back a few levels, a Hydaelyn tempering us, primals being summoned and tempering their people, like, at what point, do you stop? And then at what point is it okay? And which level is the right one? Like, there's all sorts of... Yeah, Alpha says they summoned Hydaelyn, though. Well, we don't fully know how that worked. We know that there was Zodiark. This is the part of the first of all, Striker Chris, thank you for the 5-bomb. This is the part that was a little confusing. And honestly, I'm considering going back and watching this cutscene again at some point. So, Cohh said that Zodiark, there was a calamity coming or something happening. Thank you again, Striker Chris. I appreciate that. And I'm thinking out loud. Don't answer this. Don't answer this. I'm thinking out loud. But he said basically that there was like some big issue or some big problem. First, he said that everything was good. He started with everything was good. And then he said there was some kind of giant problem or calamity or something. And that Zodiark raised up to stop it. And then everyone seemed to like Zodiark. But then he said there were some people that didn't like Zodiark. And that's where Hydaelyn came from. And then Hydaelyn put chains on Zodiark, and they started fighting, and then Hydaelyn killed Zodiark, smote him, and in smoting Zodiark, it was such powerful of a blow that it split the world into 13 facets, which is where we are now. So there's so many questions, like, what was the event that caused Zodiark to be summoned? Was Zodiark a good guy? Why did Hydaelyn have to chain Zodiark? At that point, which one was in the right? Was one of them in the right? Who were the people that summoned Hydaelyn? And how did she get so powerful compared to Zodiark? Like, just yeah. Anyway, I'm just thinking out loud and I'm not looking for answers. So that cutscene has brought up so many questions. Oh my lord, dude. Did Hydaelyn really have to hit Zodiac that hard to kill him? Girl, come on, man. Play your role. Smiling so much my face hurts. I know, right? Marvelous. With this, I can replenish our stores of medicine. We're struggling to keep up the number of wounded and being brought in. We're still fighting, I suppose, with bitter medicine rather than sharp steel, but we will win. I promise you that. It seems that I owe you an apology for dragging you to yet another battlefield when we've just come from the front lines. And this also this kind of goes back to what the Emperor of the Empire was saying in that meeting that we had, the summit, where he was like, we need to rejoin all the worlds. It's really weird because it sounded like he was talking about rejoining the worlds to fight the Ascians, but rejoining the worlds would bring the Ascians world back. So now that's changed that whole scene. Like, what was the Emperor talking about? Or was he just being completely misled, which is probably more. Yeah, anyway. Okay. Anyway, I need you to tell him something for me. My dearest friend, you see, he was there on the battlefield with me, but only the one of us is here to speak of it. At the end, before the wound killed him, I heard his dying words. I never knew that our world was this beautiful, he told me. I'm so glad that I got to see the night sky. I don't know how the Exarch feels about what happened out there. I don't know if what Vothri said is true, if our losses were just deserts, and we doom ourselves to worse by continuing to fight this fight. But I believe in the Warrior of Darkness and the Crystal Exarch. I don't think what they've done is wrong, and I don't think we're wrong to fight with them either. Okay. My friend, he smiled in the end. Just as he smiled when he raised his glass to celebrate the return of night. That's how I want to remember him. I want to tell the Exarch, don't give up, don't give in, please. I'll tell him you have my word. So someone wrote gullible on the back of your chair? What? On the back of my... Wait. Oops. If you're ready, why not go ahead to the Ocular? You can keep the Exarch company while I fetch Alpha Node. Don't worry, I mean to borrow the swiftest Amaro I can find. We shouldn't keep you long. Back of the red chair, yes. Hey, Varian. I see so many Cohh people all over the place. I love that you guys are doing all this too. Welcome, my friend. Tales of your heroism on the battlefield precede you, though I confess I found them more gladdening than surprising. I hear no few of our people have you to thank for plucking them from the jaws of death. Would they have not needed saving to begin with, but the responsibility of that lies with me. Hey, Striker Down. Welcome to the free company, buddy. Welcome, welcome. Oh, we told him what the soldier said. We have some time before the others arrive if you'd like to talk. And if I were to confess any doubts I might harbor, no one need ever know. No, I believe you have enough burdens without my adding to them. Nevertheless, thank you. Yeah, my just start smiling now. My guess is that this guy is the clone that we sealed into here, but I'm not entirely sure. Like I don't think he took the tower from our zone, so it makes me wonder, like, where did he get this one? And like many questions. Guomi says clone. Yeah, if you remember,
friends, with your aid, we have weathered a brutal assault.
At the end of the Crystal Tower questline, we learned that those two random people that showed up were basically like a clone, so they could actually use the tower. So at the very end of the Crystal Tower thing, he basically like locked himself inside to we think like figure it out or protect it or guard it or something. So that was another person, not a clone. I thought we found out that they were like oh, Unai and Doga were the clones. Okay. Oh, you're right. That wasn't a clone. I'm glad I said something. Yeah, there was 3 people. Clone died in the Dark World. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. I definitely for some reason thought it was the guy clone. That was that dude, but that was not that dude. Yeah. Okay. That's enough. That's enough of that. That's enough. Okay, we're good. That's enough. Aaron M, thank you for the 5 bomb. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, the guy that got sealed in was definitely a descendant. He was the Cadbro, right? Yeah. Okay.
Sorry I'm late, though I would not have been had anyone thought to notify me in advance.
Okay, we're good. Twitch chat got a Twitch chat. No, overall they're doing fine. They're doing fine. Don't get on Twitch chat. Considering how easy it is to spoil this, they're doing great. I have no complaints. We're good.
As I was saying, it was only with your aid that we weathered this assault. Without it, the Crystarium and all who dwell here would now be gone.
Smile.
For each we saved, another perished. If there is
calm down by
anything
buying
else we
pie.
can
They're
do
doing
to help,
fine.
anything at all, you need only ask. This is our home too, and we want nothing more than to keep it safe.
Thank you. We are blessed to have you with us. As for the attack itself, Vorthri may call it divine retribution, but Sin Eaters are creatures of instinct. A coordinated assault is unprecedented. Moreover, in the absence of a Light Warden, there should have been no compulsion for lesser Sin Eaters to congregate here en masse. All of which points to a single, unavoidable conclusion.
Vorthri led them here.
That these minions of light answer to a higher power. He who did claim kinship with them, who did boast of control, not in idleness, 'twould seem, but in earnest. Lord Vorthri.
Yep, he led him here like an army.
Indeed. What I mistook for bluster was in fact the truth. The Sin Eaters are his to command. But if he imagines this show of force will convince us to bend the knee, he is sorely mistaken.
I take it your meeting in Yulmore did not end well.
He tried to eat me.
You could say that, yes. But I am wiser for the experience nevertheless. It appears he has mastered a technique which allows him to enslave the minds of others. A fact I discovered when he attempted to use it on me.
That would go some way towards explaining the peculiar reverence afforded him by his subjects.
Last screen.
There may feasibly be a handful of true believers among them, I suppose. but it would not surprise me if the vast majority were in his thrall.
Had I not anticipated his treachery, I might well have joined them. But seeing his invitation for what it was, I sent a glamour in my stead. I rather doubt such tricks will avail me a second time, however.
Did you have any luck tracking down the Light Warden in Calusia?
Sadly, I have nothing to report on that front. What of Armorang?
After a fruitless few days scouring ruins, I resorted to asking the locals. While no one I spoke to had seen any sign of the Warden, I did uncover a possible lead. An abandoned mine in western Armorang. From what the Maud told me, it would be a perfect place to stay out of sight. Of course, I could never hope to explore such a labyrinth quickly or safely on my own, so I returned here.
Even should we all join in the endeavor, an exhaustive search could take weeks, and with no guarantee of finding anything.
Ideas?
The Wardens harbor vast reservoirs of primordial light, do they not? Far beyond anything found in lesser Sin-Eaters. And isn't it true that the Oracle could see the light of a Sin-Eater from miles away? Surely a Warden would seem like a blazing beacon by comparison. To the real Oracle of Light, I mean. The real Menphilia. If we travel to Armorang, to the south where she halted the flood, I could summon her back. What do you think?
Uh-oh.
Don't.
Don't what? Do what I can. What we both know is right.
Now, Thancred knows that if she tries to summon her back on her own volition, then
Do not presume to know my mind. You have no idea what you're proposing.
she'll probably just give her the power.
But I do. I know why you never said anything. Because you thought you could keep me safe by keeping me in the dark.
Uh-oh.
And maybe I thought so too. But I knew, Thancred. I always knew.
Oh, I see. I thought you were a rather underwhelming reincarnation. But it all makes sense now. The Oracle lies dormant within you, doesn't she? But to draw on her true power,
So
you
rude.
must become
So
one,
rude.
both body and soul.
Julia picked the perfect emote for him.
To wit, one being must consume the other. Who shall be the lucky winner?
Cool.
This doesn't concern you, Ascian.
But it plainly concerns you. Which is why your heart is ready to burst out of your chest. Despite the raging tempest in your bosom, however, you have never once opened up to your young charge. Now, why would that be?
Because he doesn't want Menphilia to die, the real one. Oh, look at him.
Well, I, for one, think it's a marvelous idea. Certainly more promising than any of your other suggestions.
Thanks, Emmett.
So, it's off to Armorang we go.
Oh my god. Oh, dude, Air Kami, he's got a very Loki Puck vibe
Meet
going
you at
on.
the gates.
Absolutely. 100%. Yeah. Wow. Wow. Uh-oh is right. Aranim, thank you again for the 5 bombs. Striker Chris with the 10 bomb total. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Tell me about Zodiark. Zodiark is the creation of my people, the first people. We summoned him as your kind might summon a primal, albeit an infinitely more powerful one. And like one of your primals, he tempered us. It was only natural. There is no resisting such power. And so we Ascians came to exist solely to bring about the rule of darkness. is darkness. Of course, some would call us evil for it, and they would be fools. But that is only to be expected given their innate ability to conceive of the nature of our universe. But I believe I'm repeating myself. Do you not trust me to speak honestly? Do you hope to catch me in a lie? Really, I have no need of deception, and even if I did, I assure you, you would find it quite indistinguishable from the truth. Okay. In a non-spoiler way, I'm gonna be this is a yay or nay answer. This is a yay or nay answer. Here we go. Here we go. Good luck. Wish me luck. Thank you. Do they mention in ARR how they're trying to bring back Zodiark? I want to say in ARR they actually said our goal is to bring back Zodiark. Yes. Okay. Okay. Good. I just want to make sure I was remembering that properly. All right. Okay. And we do know that even after we slay the primal, people remain tempered. Okay. Hey, y'all got any crystals? So I got this idea. We put all our crystals together, you see. Just throwing this out there. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh man, it's weird. He's like a self-aware wolf. Like he understands the entire situation, but he's just like, yeah, I'm trying to bring him back. It's like, I don't know. There's so many. I have so many more questions. Protopet says, is he tempered? He just sort of admitted that he was tempered. Like he just said he was tempered. Oh, I know about the X4 DLC, and we're definitely gonna we're due for an X4 run at some point. Yeah, he just said he was tempered. Sure you can do this? Completely sure? No matter what happens to me, I'm sure I don't want to go back to being labeled who I was. I want to be stronger, strong enough to face my destiny, and I want to believe that I can play a part in saving this world. Dude, she's totally gonna eat Minfilia. Yeah. This is exactly what Minfilia was saying she wanted from the person. He is tempered, but it doesn't matter because he would want to rejoin the shards anyway. Why wouldn't he? Well, I mean, his world is split, and there's something to be said for wanting your world back together. But at the same time, that's Heidelin's world too. And Heidelin doesn't want the world back together because Heidelin kind of, understands that there's all these other people would have to die to make it happen. So, you can get to a point where you're like, well, we are where we are, and it would take a huge amount of sacrifice to get back to where we were. Kind of like a one-way trip kind of thing. Go smile. Yeah, mass genocide. Exactly. It's a mass genocide situation. Like, do we really want to, like, yeah. Tempering only alters you if your desires diverge from that of the primals. True. But I mean, that just makes sense. That just makes sense. I think that's something we can safely assume, obviously. But I mean, at that point, if you're doing... Yeah, anyway. Okay. Code needs a conspiracy emote. Okay, so if you see here, this line connects to this line. The red... No? Okay. I'm feeling I took the eastern route last time. I like the little map. More well-trodden path. See, they put the thing up for me there. We can't use it. If we did, we need to cross the Severance from a point nearby the inn at Journey's Head. If the Yulmorians got wind of our approach, it would very well bring them into contact with the inn and its patients. We can be sure their activities would not meet with Bothry's approval. If If we go on the left side, though, we haven't been there, and I could get all the Aether Currents. I like that proposition. Yeah. Are the Letho references from Letho the Witcher 3? Oh, no, well, the channel mascot, my cat Letho, is named after The Witcher. Yeah. So are Geralt and Ciri, my other cats. Yep. If you want to see a picture of them, by the way, I posted one yesterday on my Twitter. The rare Geralt and Ciri sighting. Oh, Marv, my payment was processing. Thank you, buddy. R.S. Hartley says, I still remember your black cat. Oh, Torque. I will always miss Torque. He was a one-of-a-kind cat, that's for sure. Good old Torque. Let's go. Torque, Con, and Kaylee. I started streaming with all three of them. Mm-hmm. Does that mean all your subs are tempered by you? Yes. 100%. There you are, the gate leading to Arang is just up ahead. I've never ventured into the hills of Amber. I am in Philia, would you? Let me fly into the zone so at least I can fly a little bit longer. I haven't seen Dimitri. Is he still around? Oh, yeah. Dimitri stops in every so often. Mm-hmm. Guy's name is Hardus. The hard ass. Hardus the hard ass.
Take comfort in the bonds you share. Accept the pain when the time comes to part. Press on, for joy and sorrow walk hand in hand. Beyond Mount Garrick lie the hills of Amber, beneath which run hidden veins of mineral wealth. Or ran, at least. Mayhap they are spent. Or mayhap the ringing of hammers can yet be heard below.
I love this music so much. This area reminds me kind of Outward. The Soroborian expansion in Outward. All right, let's get started. 480 ohms to the south. Oh. Just kidding. We're not getting started. I forgot about Outward. Oh yeah, dude. I can't wait for an excuse to do another Outward playthrough. Oh man. I think are they making another DLC for Outward? They are. Did you see the Amazon Video may do another Mass Effect sci-fi TV show? They do? Yeah, I heard about that. We'll see. What about Outward 2? Did they confirm Outward 2? Did they confirm Outward 2? I think, maybe? Yeah, I'm starting to remember they actually did, I think. Yeah. Have we seen anything from it yet? They said they're working on something. Okay, so maybe we don't know what it is yet. I don't know. I can't wait anything from those devs. They nailed open world RPG, like old school Gothic style, brutal, go wherever you want, like tons to explore. Like I absolutely love Outward, love that kind of game. I hope we see a lot more from them. Place is Garrick. Before the flood, it was home to many miners. So many now. Mr. Gingan borrowed the village, made it into a trading post. Very convenient location. We're on our way to Nabath Arang ourselves. If we continue south from here, will we have any difficulties reaching it? Oh yes, great difficulty. Flood rent stone and crushed the mines surrounding Nabath Arang. Only steep cliffs and collapsed tunnels remain. Surely there must be some way. Do you think any of the other Nord might have some sort of hidden route? As they tell for free even to friends or customers. Your help. Elix 2? Oh yeah, yeah. I'm looking forward to Elix 2. I've got a bunch of gameplay stuff to watch about that I haven't yet. Hey Noctra, good morning. Buy one thing, become best customer. I know, right? I love that his name is Cirrus Stratus. So perfect.